Hello you guys, this is Colatios and Latios, and for this video I'm going to be reading you one more date, maybe two, I don't know. I would have done it, but it's 3 a.m. considering how fun of a fucking day I had yesterday. At this time I was passed the fuck out for 10 hours. Yes. So birthday date. This will be his first one, so obviously I'm gonna go in order. I prepared a birthday date for Victor at Souvenir, but I didn't expect such a thing to happen at the end. Ooh, he's sexy bro over there. Okay. I evolved his cards, by the way, so we're good. Oh, I never showed you his. Too late for this video, huh? This one here. There we go. So his date is, I think somebody said that there could have been more to this date, as in like they didn't like it as much, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's do this, huh? Christmas lights. On the day of Victor's birthday, I waited till 5 p.m. at Souvenir, but he didn't show up. He didn't even reply to the remainder SMS. SMS? What's that mean? Super message? Obviously, I need to look that up. I sent him, "What's going on? Oh my god, I'm back again. I never found my date for my Christmas. And this background was just used for Christmas-related stuff. I am so fucked. Oh my god, Victor's up my ass. He's going to fire me. No. Oh, it's you. What's going on? Did CEO really promise you?" Now, I'm not sure. Would you like to call him? To hurry him a little. He may be too busy to remember. I dialed his number and waited nervously, but what I heard from the phone was, "The subscriber you dialed is power off." Were we busy for nothing? Who would have thought the CEO would turn off his phone? Is this elaborate prepared birthday party ever going to end up with the leading role being absent? Going to end. I had a feeling of loss. Dude, what is up with this translation? Okay, first of all, her picture scares me. I just realized her neck is really dull. Her face looks creepy. And second of all, I don't know if I'm just losing it, but I think the translation's a bit off here. Boss, why did you just go looking for him? What? If it's about work, I would have started off without demur. But now demur. But now that I found him turning off his phone, I was actually a little timid. I may have been a little presumptuous in disturbing him. Boss, you have been preparing for this birthday party for such a long time. Right, I've prepared for so long time. Oh my god, their translation. Fucking hell. Even if he didn't show up at the party, I wanted to give him my blessing face to face. I'll decide to go to LFG to look for Victor. This is hard to read. Where are we? Oh, when I walked into his office last night, after the night I had fucking last night, I am not surprised I missed anything. When I walked into his office, Victor was going over documents at his desk. Hearing the sound of the footsteps, Victor raised his head.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Okay, I really loved his suit from his Christmas. I knew he wasn't going to obviously wear it. They will not, only for their dates, respectively, then and there, sadly. The translation. No, Goldman. Goldman, you say? He's my little bitch. What'd you say? I can't get through to your number, so here I am. Victor glanced at his cell phone on the desk.
Sorry, my phone must be out of power.
Nani?
What do you need to say to me?
Happy birthday. What the fuck did you say? I don't know. Who would have thought it's just because the phone was out of power? Okay, I did not read that right. Who would have thought it's just because the phone was out of power? Suddenly, I regained the confidence to invite Victor to the birthday party. Do you still remember the invitation I sent you several days ago? Probably not.
You mean the childish pink letter?
It's not childish at all. It's actually very sincere, you know. Why didn't you come?
Did I say yes to you?
No. But you have replied to it. Hearing what I said, Victor put down the document, slightly lifting his eyebrows.
Oh? I forgot to say that I'm not available.
Oh my god. You. I see Victor's eyes flash a trace of a joking smile. Victor did it deliberately. He seemed to be waiting to see how I would react, but this was going to disappoint him. I raised my jaw and looked at Victor's eyes. Then, do you still remember when there's an internet breakdown? What? Huh? You're in America, and you praised my report and said you would reward me. Oh, okay. I'm like, what am I reading? And I said I wanted to eat the pudding you made. Do you remember it? Victor nodded, and the smile in his eyes became
You
clear.
can always remember this kind of thing.
Can I have this promise fulfilled now?
Now? Why so sudden?
Fuck off. I'm just greedy. Victor frowned and felt puzzled by my nonsense. That's what you said. You can't take it back.
Idiot.
Baka.
When did I take back what I said?
God damn it. Victor got up to his coat, but I stepped forward to take it in my arms and pulled him out of the office. Hayaku, hurry up, or there will be a traffic jam. Not giving him a chance to refute, I pulled Victor to walk quickly, but didn't see the man raise the corners of his mouth. He never does, rarely. Finally, I brought Victor, who yielded with a show of reluctance, to Souvenir. When I opened the door, no one was there. Whoops. The scene left me dumbfounded this time. Where was everyone? We had agreed to fire a salute together to greet him. Kiki, Anna, Goldman, Mr. Mills? No one answered me, but the quiet atmosphere. I have a theory, and I don't even want to share it with you, because it just feels really fucking stupid. I looked at the colored lights dangling from the wall, and hurriedly ran to hang them well. As soon as Victor walked into the restaurant, looking at the decoration around, he understood everything immediately. Victor held up a string of half-hanging colored lights from his fingers.
Look at you being so bold.
I find it sexy when the men turn sideways like that, especially Lucian's turn. I'm like, oh my god, Victor. I'm like, okay, turn backwards more. I can see your ass. Okay. Well, look at you being so bold. I heard you say something about my ass, okay? I hurried over to... I want your ass for food to wrap the colored lights around the face. I guess I'm busted.
Why did you decide to celebrate my birthday all by yourself?
Well, I'm not by myself. Where is it? Well, because I was thinking about how to say it when Victor suddenly started to speak.
Because I'm your investor.
Oh my god. It is one of the reasons. Victor hummed coldly and turned his head over. Actually, it's not all because of it. Celebrating a birthday is a matter of ritualistic? Oh my god, how can I properly say this? Celebrating a birthday just feels right. If a person doesn't do it, he'll feel very lonely. Victor looked at me and opened his mouth. Stop. I know you'll say something like, don't speculate about me with your brain. But I hope that you'll have a very special birthday memory. Then, when you recall it, you'll be very happy. I like Souvenir, and I love the food you cook each time. So from now on, you're not Victor, the CEO of LFG, but the restaurant manager. Today, I'm celebrating the birthday of Victor, the slightly bad-tempered restaurant manager who's good at cooking. Saying these, I couldn't help smiling at Victor. Victor was listening to me as the drooping corners of his mouth were slowly puckering into a smile. He coughed in a low voice, glanced at me suddenly, reached out a hand to the top of my head. You... Victor's throat spilled with laughter, and a ribbon appeared in front of me.
You are as stupid as always.
Oh, I'm not. I must be too hurried just now. You can go fuck yourself. I looked up and patted the top of my head. I looked up and patted the top of my head while Victor ignored me and walked into the kitchen. I followed up and saw Victor looking at the several dishes on the table. It's my first time to cook such difficult dishes. Could you make your comments more better? Victor picked up a fork and put a piece of beef. How stupid. He's actually right about that, by the way, because we are fucking stupid. A lot of beef into his mouth, especially when they're sexual. Oh my god. Main character. I watched him nervously.
Not bad.
Not bad. Oh, really? Is it to your taste?
Yes, it's better than I expected.
Oh boy. Although it sounded strange, I was still very happy to hear his affirmation. Oh, we need to eat the cake first. You wait here and I'll push it out. Yum yum. I went into the kitchen and pushed out the birthday cake with candles on it. Feeling something was missing for the atmosphere, I just pushed it while singing a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to... I'm sorry, that feels weird singing that. Victor frowned and stared at me intently. What's she doing? After singing a few words, I found myself a little embarrassed. Exactly. Sure enough, embarrassed. Birthday songs had to be sung by a group. Oh, I see what she's saying. I hurriedly finished the awkward singing and handed the knife to Victor. Well, let's cut the cake. Before the blade touched the cake, I suddenly remembered something important. Wait, Mate, make a wish before you cut the cake. Silly, I don't make wishes. Victor looked at me with a helpless face.
I don't do boring things like this.
Exactly. Oh my god, Victor.
If you want to make wishes so badly, you can do it for me.
Huh? Okay. Take off all your clothes. Lay yourself on the table and I'll have sex with... Okay, you could do it. What?
What?
Oh, what now? Victor looked like he's not moved at all. How could he have his own... Whoa. How could he have his own birthday wishes made by others? You fucking moron. Oh. So that's where this picture came from. And she's praying, or not praying, but wishing, or... He took off... Oh my god, that watch probably costs more than my entire being, bro. But he took off his suit. I'm guessing, looking at this picture. I had no choice but to close my... I already told you my wish, okay, Victor? You better honor it. Ooh, I could decorate you with whipped cream on your... Okay. On his chest, and I lick you off a bit. Slightly make my wishes to my birthday candles. At the moment, the flickering candlelight suddenly fell silent, and the colored lights suspended in midair stopped swaying. Victor looked at the earnest side face of the girl in front of him. He couldn't help laughing lightly. He wanted the time to pause a little longer, and he could actually do that. The girl put down her hands and smiled at Victor. You know the stop time? Okay, I've made my birthday wishes. I told you, Victor. The candlelight flickered, laying a soft light on the girl's face. Victor uneasily removed his eyes from the girl.
What wishes did you make?
I told you, Victor. They are all about you. I wanted to say that may your all wishes come true. That's actually really sweet, but I want you naked on that goddamn table. But then I thought that you have had everything, and this wish seemed to be wasted. Not really. It's very sweet. So I hope all your wishes that have been... Okay, I can't read this right. So I hope all your wishes that have become true to be better complete. Huh? No wonder I can't fucking read it. Translation. The second wish is that I hope you can make more puddings in ordinary days. She really likes the pudding, bro. And the last one is, I hope that you can speak less fierce and be less fierce in the future. Hearing what I said, Victor slightly raised his eyebrows.
Do you?
Do you? A mischievous smile flashed across his face.
But you had to say it out loud. Guess the wishes won't come true.
Oh no. I hastened to cover my mouth. And Victor's face showed a faint smile. You did it on purpose.
You are too stupid.
Oh, fuck you. I didn't know whether it was my illusion in the soft candlelight. At this moment, Victor's eyes were glistening with more tenderness. I stared at Victor blankly, feeling my eyes as he turned his face. So, The second image, did he pull us down or something? Because it's obviously from, and you'll see what I mean. He turned his face slightly. Oh,
Don't you want to cut the cake?
Oh, well, I showed you in the beginning. As he was picking up the knife to cut the cake, a string of colored lights fell off from above his head and hung exactly around his neck. Wait, Victor pulled a long face instantly. I burst out laughing. Why did I suddenly feel that the poker-faced man in front of me was in a perfect harmony with the string of colored lights? Oh, you stay there. I'll help you take it off. I stood on tiptoe in an attempt to take the lights off his neck. But Victor seemed to be deliberately against me and straightened himself up. I was about to say, maybe he actually wants the lights on him. Maybe. He got down a little. I can't reach it. Whoa, that actually scared me. A gentle, wow, okay, he just, the screen. A gentle laugh came into my ears. I didn't know when Victor had slightly bent down, and his thin face was right in front of me. The corners of his mouth showed a rare smile, and he stared at me with his long and narrow eyes. As my heart missed a beat, I hurriedly lowered my eyes, flustered to take down the colored lights, but accidentally stepped on the line of the lights. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. I lost my balance and fell over on my back. In a trance, I saw Victor reach out his hand, and I hurriedly clung onto it tightly. As a result, we both... Oh, so this is where... Okay. Toppled to the ground. However, it was so strange. Why didn't I feel any pain at all? I slowly opened my eyes, and the yellow halo overflowed into my eyes. I suddenly felt a moment of loss. Ah, so that's where this image appeared from. Okay, so I was wondering. I composed myself in a pair of narrow and long, deep eyes. Long, deep eyes? The fuck? And a pair of narrow eyes came gradually clear before my eyes. The man in front of me was holding his body with his arms and legs on top. Oh, okay. Yes. You can obviously make this context into a never mind. There was a glimmer of hurry, confusion, and surprise flashing in his eyes, but it disappeared soon. However, his slightly twisted eyebrows and open lips made me feel the fluctuation of his emotions. Victor carefully protected my head with one hand, and the burning hot warmth of his other hand spread over my waist through the thin dress. The burning hot feeling deepened around my waist. Huh? Deepened? Okay. Hot feeling went around my mind. I don't know. I couldn't help getting nervous. I tried to say something to break the atmosphere between us. Victor didn't respond, staring at me with his eyes. His beautiful eyes. His eyes deep into his eyes, which became even deeper. The warm yellow light shone on his face, with a few strands of flyaway hair falling between his eyebrows. Uncontrollably, my sight moved slowly down his jaw. His sculptured. Okay, his sculptured neck was sketched onto hard lines under the light, extending all the way to the depths of his shirt. His neckband was half open lazily. His tight chest was slightly exposed. Tight chest, okay. And his skin was red with the rising temperature. There was a chuckle going into my ears, followed by a deep voice as usual.
How long are you going to watch?
Okay, I like how Ben or Victor said this line, like, how long are you gonna watch? Well, don't ask me. I'm gonna watch you as long as I fucking want. Oh no. I bowed my head at a loss what to do and tried to bury my flushed, burning cheeks deep in the shadow. Victor's body slowly pressed towards me, and I saw his narrow and long eyes, deep pupils, and what? Deep pupils. I don't know. Does that make any sense? His long eyes, his pupils, and his hot chest coming closer and closer and closer. Okay. The hot and humid temperature. Oh my God. The humidity was near my nose. The hot and humid temperature was near my nose. His skin. I felt limp and numb on my lips and could hardly breathe. Victor, you... I turned around and tried to escape, only to find that I didn't know and I had been locked into... This is too hard, bro.
Don't move.
Don't move. I cannot imagine Lauren saying, like, oh God. My wrist was clutched by him, and his temperature, his warmth was transmitted from my fingertips to my body, like an electrical current flowing all over the body. My breath gradually quickened. The sweat on my palms became boiling hot, and my mind went blank for a moment. Yeah, I would be feeling that too. My heart beat faster. This has got to be the longest picture any date has stayed on so far, but it makes sense, right? I guess it was about to jump out of my chest. My heart beat faster and faster. No, and I just as the tips of our noses were about to touch each other, a golden light suddenly flashed before my eyes. Of course, you fucking game. I didn't know if the time when the colored lights fell on was too subtle. Yeah. Or there were other reasons that I didn't know. Because the developers don't want us to kiss anybody. Or at least, wait a second. What am I talking about? There is... Oh, God, it's a recharge, though. We do kiss in that recharge, which is actually an expensive recharge. What I wanted to say is we should have more cards that actually have kissing, too. Victor's face just stayed before my eyes, and my reflection was in his eyes. His pupils. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't really hear that word very often. It's more like my eyes, maybe. A slight sigh spilled as Victor's throat, and he swept his fingers softly over my face. You... Before I finished my words, Victor held my hand in a slightly tighter grasp.
You are the only one that can celebrate a birthday like this.
Oh my God, why are you talking like this, Victor? Ben, why? I'm not. Why are we talking like this? I was flustered. Oh my God, that was too hot, bro. I was flustered and looked at him, just trying to explain. I can't recover. But Victor's raised the corners of his mouth, his eyebrows into good-looking art. What? I just found that his fingers were stained with a little... Oh. Okay. What seemed to be just brushed off my face. It just because I prepared for it too hastily today. I'll be better prepared next time. Silly. Looking at the girl, who was a little flustered and blushed, Victor felt that his heart was filled with warmth. He has a heart. He has warmth in his heart. The girl's lashes, shaken by panic, seemed to have swept over his heart. He was feeling her warm breath hitting on his chest through his thin shirt. A kind of itchy feeling. What the fuck, an itchy feeling? More like maybe a fluttery feeling rose in Victor's heart. Victor looked at the girl, and he smiled, and his eyes became clear and clearer. He held the girl's hand tightly in the palm of his hand.
This kind of celebration once a year. I think that's enough.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why is he speaking like that? What? Why are you ending dates like this? I waited for Victor at Souvenir for his birthday until 5 p.m., but he didn't come. I guess obviously they all left because they took together. They took too long. I ran to LFG to ask him. Actually, it's just because his cell phone was out of power. Finally, I found a reason to bring Victor to the souvenir. But Goldman, Kiki, and Mr. Mills, who had agreed to celebrate together, disappeared. Wait a second, what, wasn't Anna there too? Hello. It's time to cut the cake. Victor asked me to make wishes for him. I have no idea why he said that last line like that. Okay, but it's his birthday. He's really strange. I stepped onto the line of the colored lights, and Victor fell into the ground with me in order to catch me, because he protected me. I wasn't injured. And then he kept looking at me deeply. Oh, okay, he kept looking at me deeply. The way these things end, it's like, okay. That was adorable. I enjoyed it. Yes, I enjoyed it. That's where that part. Wait, hold on. I wonder what the evolve karma looks like. I really need to work on some evolve cards, bro. Was this for his first? Yeah. What the her? And then, where is it? This is his second one here. Oh my god, he looks like Luisi in there for a second. Like, what the fuck? So I'm actually going to read his second date. I'm like, why the fuck not? So this is what it is. That's his first card and then the after. My question is what the fuck is he actually shaving from his face? Because they don't have a beard. And I'm glad they don't. Nothing against beards. I just don't care. So what the fuck is he shaving? Invisible hair? Well, we're about to find out. I sneaked into his house to give him a birthday surprise. Oh my god. Unfortunately, we didn't get Luisian's... Wait. Why? Because at the time, I had a reason why we didn't get Luisian's. Because... Come on. Why did we get both of his cards? Because this, I don't know the reason at the moment. I sneaked into his house to give him a birthday surprise, and it was caught by him. Anyway, he agreed to celebrate with me at home. His birthday card, his second birthday card, Luisian's card. I'm like, holy shit. The orange snowstorm alert had been pushed by the weather forecast in succession. Please tell me the translation is better than here. A section for several days, and it finally arrived late last night. Large snowflakes had whirled in the sky for most of the night. By this morning, no snow had been a depth of half a foot at the door. Okay, so hold on. Technically, if our server didn't give us both of Victor's cards, we would have been behind. But my question is how come they didn't do that for Luisian? Because they could have easily given us his second card. Obviously, we haven't gone through ketos yet. That is a big fat no. That's until April. Gavin, I'm pretty sure his second birthday obviously was made at the time July. I don't know. I don't know. At 6 o'clock sharp in the morning, I took the key from my pocket and opened the all too familiar door in front of me. Victor's house. That light looks like a spider. Oh god, I said that word. I don't like saying that word, the S word. It's such freezing days. Normally I would absolutely stay in bed until dawn to get up. But today, looking around, I felt lonely because no one's here to be with me. I put the bags of materials at my feet and sighed gently. Wait, does she have a key to his door? His house. Well, this is his second birthday, so obviously they've been together for 2 years, right? Happy birthday, Victor. I didn't know if I would have a chance to say that to him. Oh my god, how the fuck did she stumble upon him on the bed? Or I'm assuming it's his bed and he's using his tablet. I didn't know if I would have a chance to say that to him in person. Sitting on the couch, I turned on my phone again, restlessly. There had been no messages from him. If you heard that, I'm just moving my legs and just crossing them, just moving them. Last night, and the real-time flight updates were still uniformly delayed or cancelled. Even if the chance of the celebrating his birthday with him grew slimmer, I was still optimistic to prepare for the very little possibility. First, I put the cake onto the fridge, and then went back to the living room to pump up the letter balloons and unwrap the colored lights. They like to use color. Well, color, yeah, I'm okay, that's okay. I think color lights are pretty cool to use, right? Although it's very likely that he would tease me about my childishness and boringness again, it would at least convey my regards. I know it's regard. I took the time to run to the window and looked out. My mood fell to the bottom again as the snow fell from the rustling branches. It seemed like he's not coming back. The gift with the butterfly knot was elaborately wrapped. After careful consideration, I think it's more desirable to put it in his bedroom. Oh, his bed, dude. Really? Okay. Although I might be suspected of trespassing into his bedroom, it wouldn't be so far if I just put a gift in it and come out, right? And how would he know? Thinking of this, I walked into Victor's bedroom, turned the handle, and pushed the door open. Surprise! I'm here naked. The door squeaked open, and I turned around and closed it gently. Even if Victor wasn't at home, the psychologically What? The psychological Wait, what? Shadows have emotions? I was unaware. The The shadows left by the multiple one-on-one reports still. Oh. Okay, hold on. The psychological shadow left by multiple one-on-one reports still made me accustomed to treading cautiously. Okay, I guess that's where that came from. I'm like, gosh, psychologically shadow. I guess the reports are psychological torture, bro. The tightly drawn curtains were only raised with the corner. I groped for the light and turned it on. While he was here this whole time, and I heard a low and deep. Oh my god, that would actually scare the fuck out of me.
What are you doing?
I thought you were not here. Looking back in shock, yeah, confirming that Victor under the quilt wasn't my illusion of missing him. I raised my hand and shook at him. Oh, hi. Oh, she said Dawn, but the background is not Dawn at all. Okay. Wow. Oh, so he's working on his reports. I thought he was gone. Or the game made it up. Hold on. Gone. So how did she not know he was here? And she's in his room. Okay. Victor was obviously awakened by my movement. With his half open eyes, still heavy with sleep.
What time is it now?
What time is it now? Wait, what? The surprise on his face was fleeting as he saw me. Seeing that I didn't speak, he frowned and reached for the cell phone on his bedside. Unlike his daily image, his few strands of unattended hair on his forehead was slightly curled up, and a nasal sound was hidden in his voice. Huh? I'm lost. Because unless I misunderstood it, or was she just scared about this? No, not scared, but concerned about the. I have to read it again because I actually thought the game was implying that Victor wasn't in his house. I thought he was abroad, but I'm obviously wrong. I guess she knew he was in the house. Oh, that's why. Because I said earlier, like, how would Victor know if you just, obviously she knew he was there, but she just, oh, okay, never mind. My nose twitched and I directly threw myself, okay. Wow, and I directly threw myself on him, clasping his neck tightly in my. That's like the most direct forward thing I've actually seen her or read that she's done. I threw myself at Victor. Victor's body slightly froze. Yeah. No, he seemed to have stifled what he said or what he wanted to say. There was a sigh of helplessness. Fucking
Dummy.
hell. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking slap you in the face. I'm happy no matter how many times you call me Baka today. He chuckled and his voice was unconsciously soft.
Tell me, what do you want to do when you sneak into my house?
Yep, that was just me being a dumbass. I actually thought the game was saying he was on flight and she was worried that he wasn't gonna make it home because of the snow. I'm like, okay, where? Well, I'm sneaking in. Wait, sneaking in? I'm pretty sure you fucking gave us the key to your house, right? Last time I told you on the phone that I had left the files at your house, so.
You come here today to pick up what you asked for 3 days ago. That seems really forward.
Shut up. It's because someone had happened to be on a business trip on the eve of his birthday, so I had to take such an unwise move. As an orderly nursed a wound, a defeat, I quickly searched my mind for other excuses. It's because the explanatory gaze slid along my stiff smile and rested impartial on the gift box, was trying to hide behind me.
You want to surprise me for my birthday.
Yeah. If you don't like it, I'll immediately.
I didn't say that I didn't like it.
Victor still had such an expression, as he had expected everything. He rubbed his sleepy eyebrows and sighed.
Since you're already here, you can do whatever you want.
But I do remember that your flight is in this afternoon.
I came back early as soon as things were finished.
Oh. While he was speaking, I came back earlier. Oh, so I was right. He just came earlier in the house. I'm such a moron, as Victor would put it. A book. While he was speaking, the faint weariness in his eyes revealed the fact that he didn't get enough sleep. Now take a good rest. I'll call you when I'm ready. I put the key on the table and retreated contentedly. I don't even know how to say that word, and I don't even know what the fuck it means, outside the door. However, as my hand holding the handle had not yet loosened, another reaction pulled the... What? Another reaction! Another force pulled the door back. I'm not letting you go. I looked up and just saw Victor's face. over the door. Why don't you go get some sleep? I don't want any
Do
more
you think
sleep.
anyone can stay in bed as long as you do?
Oh my God, Victor. Well, I don't care. You're not allowed to peek right now. Please keep your expectation until the last minute.
Dummy. I'm gonna go wash up.
Dummy. Oh, so we peek on him when he's shaving his invisible face. Okay. I took a step back and watched Victor walking along the hallway to the bathroom. I could finally loosen myself a little bit, although it was somewhat awkward to prepare a birthday in front of the birthday boy, the birthday man. At least my hard work wouldn't be wasted. In a trance, I heard a chuckle suppressed in his throat. As I was wondering if it was an illusion, the door had been closed. With the blessings of that do whatever you want, my efficiency became extremely high. Okay, first of all, I have a question. That bed thing, the way they drew it, it looked pretty freaking awesome. I want to duplicate something like have a weird ass or a cool ass the sheets. I'm like, how do you do that, bro? Do whatever you want. With my efficiency became extremely high. It was just that the indistinct sound of splashing water in the bathroom came from afar, kept distracting me. I patted my inexplicably burning hot cheeks and worked even harder to pump the balloons up. Although my dream of seeing Victor's eyes brim over with tears seemed unlikely, not happening. I must give him a birthday surprise that he would never forget. There was only one jar of ribbons left, but I couldn't open it. I could do nothing but turn to Victor for help. When I got to the bathroom, the sound of water and the hairdryer gradually died away. I hesitated for a moment before knocking on the door. Victor, can I ask you for a favor? I waited for a while before hearing his answer through the door.
Just come in.
Okay, well, thanks. Ooh, of course he would have a luxurious bathroom. I was still thinking about the arrangement. As soon as I stepped under the door, I felt a second visual shock before I could respond. So what is he shaving exactly? Somebody pointed out something interesting, and I don't know if it's visible in the picture, but if I say any more, that would be spoilers. The fragrance of water mist in the air greeted me. By the way, you could read it, chapter 18. That's all I'm going to say. And in the warm light of the wall lamp, Victor was shaving in front. What the fuck is he shaving? He was dressed in silk pajamas. This is great. Buttoning up the front so that his chest and abdomen muscles could be seen in that sexy mirror that I still don't know what he's shaving off. His wrist holding the razor moved down his angular jawline, carefully scraping away the dense foam in slightly green green. The hell? I didn't know if it's my illusion. Victor with overwhelming spiritual power and what? Hold on. Victor with spiritual. I'm sorry. Huh? Okay. In ordinary days, had unexpectedly a sense of sex appeal. Motherfucker, this moment, really? Not the other moments too? As if he had sensed the sight behind him, he glanced through the mirror at my flushed face with a slight pause in what he's doing with his hand. I wonder what he's doing with that
How
hand.
long are you going to watch?
Oh my God, Victor Ben. Why are you speaking like this again? Hold on, okay. First of all, I have a question. What the hell are you shaving? I just came to ask you, and you know what's sad? I do that too. Actually, no, I don't shave because I fucked up that area. I have hair growing like a fucking man's face too. I'm like, fuck me, bro. Yay. At least I have hair. He doesn't. Oh, and he's a man too. Oh, wait, but never mind. I just came back to ask you to open this lid for me.
You're standing so far away. How can I help you open it?
I don't know. Become Luffy and stretch my arms? How about I oh my god, I actually thought when she meant throw it at you, I like just throw it on him and hitting him with it. How about I throw it over to you?
Dummy. I'm asking you to come over.
I came to realize it took a small step forward, but my heart couldn't help pounding with it. Oh, she wants it. Victor walked to me with the swinging low hem of his garment, and the scene under it leaped under my eyes. I still kept my eyes down, only daring to see him on the edge of my vision, for fear that he would find me inexplicably will find my face being flushed. He wiped away the remaining foam from his face and wiped his wet chin with a towel, and then reached for the jar in my hand. Glancing slightly at the instructions on the left side of the jar, he said with a hint of dislike, "Why am I doing this?"
You're not allowed to throw ribbons at me.
Oh my god. Well then, forget it. I'll get out of here. Take your time to gather up. Wow. I thought she would actually be kind of sad, to be honest, but I didn't expect the house to be decorated in a matter of a couple minutes. Okay, I ran away from the bathroom in a hurry, and all that lingering in my mind was the figure of Victor just now. Dazed as I finished arranging the remaining balloons, I took a step back to look at the final product, only to get crushed by a sexy chest. As soon as I looked back, Victor had changed into his usual clothes, and the curled tips of his hair, don't tell me he wore his suit, were also neatly combed. It was as if the scene I had just came across in the bathroom was all an illusion. How long have you been peeking?
I'm not the one who stood here giggling for a long time. It's hard not to pay attention to you.
I have been giggling here for like 10 minutes, Victor, okay? That's peeking too. I hastily reached out to cover Victor. Oh my god, he's wearing clothes that's different. Actually, I think he wears it in his summer that event date, yes, which I don't have. It's very weird to see him in clothes that are not black. I hastily reached out to cover Victor's eyes, but he caught my wrist, and looked at the decoration with the corner of his mouth rising slightly.
I was going to see them sooner or later.
True as that was said, that was hard to read. I had read a trace of surprise in his eyes. Being afraid that he would make fun of the area I had worked so hard to set up, I hastened to chip in to start another conversation. I pumped at the balloons and hung the colored lamps in this wall of champagne pink roses.
You planted them yourself?
Who else did it? I went to several flower shops to book them.
Well, you do have an eye for beauty.
Okay. Anyway, you said you didn't like the Shiba Inu doll and sea salt candy I gave you before, but you kept them well. He made no reply, but his eyes lingered for a long time on the composition of the letter balloons. Happy birthday to Vic. Okay, Victor. His expressionless face was slightly relaxed, and even the curvature. I actually knew how to say that. I've heard of that word before, but I don't know what it means. Curvature of his mouth had subtle changes.
Wow, the name on the balloons is pretty casual, don't you think?
It is because I made a balloon burst. Oh, it has a letter T on it. Don't worry, I'll buy some of the better quality next time. Victor seemed speechless. He twisted his head without saying a word, and then he held out his hand with no expression on his face. When he touched the skin of my nape with his ice-cold fingers, the huge temperature difference arose a fine layer of goosebumps. You don't get back at people like that. I took a step back in anger and suddenly saw him shaking a curly colored strip between his fingers. Looking at my face that turned from anger to a flush, he gently hummed with his lips curved in a smile.
You know, rather than judging others, maybe you should pay more attention to yourself.
No. Saying that, he quietly turned his head away with a slight curl of his lips. While he was admiring my masterpiece, I quietly went to the kitchen and took the cake out of the fridge. After lighting the candles, I took a deep breath against the door and went out of the kitchen on tiptoes. while walking slowly. Still standing by the wall, Victor folded his arms on his chest and gazed my masterpiece so deeply that he looked like a construction supervisor. Colored lights, balloons, pendant, and downy little doll? I'm sorry, what? His eyes wandered over the ornaments, one after another. He smiled softly while reaching out to straighten the balloon, which has lost half of its air. The dazzling colored lights shone a circle of dim light on his profile, and the tenderness from his eyes seemed unnoticed even by himself. Dropping the idea of taking the opportunity to startle him, I felt that my heart also strangely became softened, little by little. Seeing that the wax on the cake was about to melt, I hastened to turn off the power supply, holding the cake towards him slowly. The house suddenly fell into darkness. The flickering candlelight on the cake reflected his slightly stunned eyes as he turned around. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're doing this again. The song that I practiced many times went out of tune because of nervousness, and the surprise of his face soon subsided into a suppressed smile. Happy birthday to you. Aww. After singing the last sentence of the song, I felt a little unsure to put the cake in front of Victor. He looked carefully at the cake, and then he looked at me with a gleam of interest flashing through his eyes.
How many cakes have you made?
Don't ask. Actually, it worked at the first time. Oh, but I did it a couple of times in order to meet your French blue ribbon standards.
Were the words on it written by you? If so, you need more practice.
Oh my God. Can't you just phrase me naturally? Can't you just phrase me for a word or two?
You sang quite well.
Oh, thank you. Oh, he's doing it deliberately, yeah. I stared at him angrily, but seeing him stretching his eyebrows, he had tried to hide the smile on his lips. I felt that my anger had dissipated. After all, the intention of celebrating his birthday is to enable Victor, who dealt with a host of problems every day, to relax his mind. Something suddenly came to mind. I put the cake on the table and ran to the sofa, taking out a secret weapon from my bag. And what is it? By the way, there's one more thing I haven't given you yet. Looking at his confusing eyes, I slowly raised the golden paper crown from behind and along a mysterious drawl. The world's unique birthday crown, made by yours, me, and truly Angela. Let's coordinate our poker face, King. Oh, ignoring his face that suddenly took on a terrible expression, I smiled happily and stood on tiptoe to fix the corner on his head. Although I hadn't measured the head circumference of Victor personally, the size unexpectedly fit. His face still looked terrible. He just slightly moved his lips and still said nothing. As I watched the wax melt a little more, I hastened to remind him, "Why don't you make a wish now? You'll learn to make your own this year. I won't do it for you in any case like last year." Victor hummed softly and closed his eyes reluctantly. But within 3 seconds, the eyes were open again. Did you make a wish?
I did.
Oh. Can you be serious about your your birthday wishes?
I'm not a dummy who only counts on wishes coming true to be satisfied.
Oh my God. The older you get, the less you want.
Such a child is not qualified to say such a thing.
Fuck you, Vic. The childish person is now reminding you to blow the candles. As soon as I stopped, he blew out the candles on the cake, and the house fell into darkness again. The room was so quiet that I could only hear each other's breathing. Unexpectedly, I asked a question in my heart. Victor, did you specially come back earlier to spend your birthday with me? Aw.
It's just a coincidence.
Yeah, right. You're not telling the truth. I have been monitoring the flight updates these days. Yup. Besides, your heart was beating so fast just now.
Oh, are your ears stethoscopes now?
They're a lie detector. Oh my God. Lie detector. Victor was silent for a while. I can't catch his expression in the dim light, but I guess the face must appear as if he's pissed off by me again. Thinking that I've made enough trouble for him, I was about to open the curtains when he suddenly grabbed my wrist and my whole body fell into his arms.
Do you really think that I'm so clueless?
Ay. Obviously not. The voice as low and deep as the cello. got into my ears as the heat from his lips lingered continuously by my ears. You're gonna take revenge?
I'm just waiting for my opportunity to settle my accounts with you.
I'm just waiting. He snorted softly and began to what does that mean? Does it mean like begin to list my faults one by one?
Trespassing into a private property, disturbing others' dreams. What's wrong with this picture?
Wait, what do you mean disturbing others' dreams? You weren't fucking sleeping. And how the hell did we go into your house with the key, right? What the fuck? I don't think we... Did we actually trespass into his house? Holy shit. No. The ending syllable turned into so much great significance, which was spoken in a low and cold tune on such good grounds that it's difficult to argue. Seeing that the situation is unfavorable, I wanted to turn around and run, but he naturally stopped me by holding my waist. Ooh, it was dark all around, as if his arms were the only light source that made me willing to give up running away. He fastened my wrist that hadn't been withdrawn in his other hand and pulled me an inch towards him.
You're actually getting bolder.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I lied to you on my conscience just to surprise you for your birthday. Don't you want to celebrate it with me? My voice was getting lower and lower with a guilt conscience. All I heard was a sigh of helplessness with a smile.
You knowingly ask the question.
You knowingly asked the question. The 5 words hit my heart lightly, as if I could hear a violent echo in my chest. At this time, however, my stomach's rumbling inopportunely, and he couldn't help bursting into laughter. I haven't eaten anything since I got up at 5 o'clock.
Just sit tight and wait for me to make you breakfast.
Oh, that cake.
Will be our dessert after breakfast.
Interesting, dessert in breakfast. Okay. Yum. Was that there in the background earlier, or am I just tripping? I don't know. The cakes? No, I'm pretty sure it's there. Or the party hats. After hearing what he said, I ran to the window with joy, as if I had gotten an imperial edict. And what? The room suddenly brightened. Seeing the heavy snow outside the window again, I suddenly remembered what had been left behind me. I hurried back to the living room and ran back to him without a gift box in my arms. Here. Oh, here, I almost forgot your birthday present this year. I wanted to put it quietly on your bed, but now that you are at home, I can hand it to you myself. Although he swallowed back the words while looking at the Shiba Inu print on the wrapping paper, he pulled away the burgundy ribbon after all. In the box stood a palm-sized crystal ball, in which white snowflakes slowly fell from the top. Especially with this, agreeing especially with the snow scene outside. That's cute. In the center stood 2 little people, a man and a woman, side by side, and there's a little blob in the middle that cannot be told what it was. I explained in an embarrassing whisper. The one on the left is you, on the right is me, and the yellow ball that hasn't been made well is the Shiba Inu. Oh, that's cute. I had been prepared for sarcastic remarks, but unexpectedly, he just smiled gently.
Did you also make this yourself?
Yes, of course.
What made you think to give this to me?
Really? The first idea came up was because you have everything. But if I did say that, his slightly raised lips would droop again. The skylight outside became brighter, and the snowflakes seemed to slow down in the air, continuously sparkling in the sky and on the ground. My heart moved slightly, and I took his hand and walked to the window. Actually, it's because I hope all your beautiful memories will be staying at this moment, be staying here with this crystal ball. So whenever you see it, you'll remember your snowy birthday. I looked carefully at his face, but found that he was listening attentively, and a smile came onto his eyes. The fingertips clicked on the glass and made a few crisp noises, and the slowly falling snowflakes dyed the little man's shoulders white. And I hope I can stay by your side on every important day about you. What? And I hope I can stay by your side for a very long time. That sounds more appropriate. The snowflakes in the crystal ball stopped fluttering, but floated quietly in the air, as if time and space were still elsewhere, somewhere, speaking out of the words that had been fermented inside me for a long, long time. I felt on my face also something became burning hot. The breath between the lines was warmed by his warmth, and the snowflakes that hit the window seemed to be melted into water drops by the warmth. It turned out that we were so close that as soon as he looked up, his lips seemed to sweep to my forehead. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief in the misty silence outside the window. Time was embodied. The flying snow particles stayed still in the air, as pure white as gull's feathers. The world was like a huge crystal ball, sketching a clear dream in the stagnant time. All the languages have become burdens, and there seem to be buzzes of seeds breaking through the soil and sprouting into the... What? What was that? Or what was she saying? All of a sudden, I slowly realized what Victor meant. Victor, do you? Before I could finish speaking, he reached out to hold my waist again. The tall figure bent down, shading almost all the light behind him. His kiss fell like... on my forehead? His kiss felt like snow, fluttering from thousands of feet, silent but lightly and softly on my forehead. The skin he had kissed suddenly felt limp and numb, like a melting glacier winding its way to the heart, which made my chest swell. I raised my head in a trance. The skylight seemed to have drawn his handsome outline, it's raining again, for my eyes. In the dim light, he stared at me with his quiet eyes, and a faintly soft smile was hidden under his eyelashes.
No matter whose important day it is, I will be with you.
Aww.
I won't lose you again.
Oh shit, I won't lose you again. Rip. I might have a suspicion of what he meant, but I don't know. Victor was on a business trip. I hate it when these things end like that because I feel like there's more. Victor was on a business trip before his birthday. Though I couldn't celebrate with him, I sneaked into his house to prepare for a birthday surprise. I woke up Victor, who came back ahead of time, and my lie was also exposed by him. But he still agreed to celebrate his birthday at his house. I couldn't open the jar of ribbons and ran to the bathroom to ask Victor for help, but accidentally witnessed, wow, it's cold, how he looked while shaving. I still don't know what he was shaving. While he was looking at my decorations, I secretly turned off the light, held the cake, and sang him a birthday song. His birthday was so cute. Victor, between the two, I don't know which one I like. The first birthday date, Victor accepted the birthday crown. When I took out the gift, he didn't mock me for being childish, but asked me why I gave him this gift. That was my necklace. That was such a cute date. I really enjoyed both of them. I don't know which one of the birthdays are my favorite, but all I know is it was adorable, guys. Can I? Okay, I'm actually going to do one more reading. I should have enough, and that will probably clock me out into not doing anything else, because I don't think I have enough for... I really want to get these two dates too, bro, but I won't have enough. I'm actually going to do this one. So he's playing Mahjong. On New Year's Eve, I was upset. Okay, so I got this pool today after actually spending 20 fucking tickets on this pavilion and nothing. And my free try got me the card I really wanted the most, which is Victor. It's an SR card, by the way. Unfortunately, I don't have it evolved because I literally just got the damn card today. So, where are you? Oh, it's here. No wonder why he looks fucking weird. Because he's not wearing black. I'm so used to him in black. I have no idea. And that exclamation mark is not going to disappear because I need to do this still. Ugh. On New Year's Eve, I was suspected to be stranded at the airport in the snowstorm. At that moment, Victor showed up somehow. I don't know how. It's a snowy Chinese New Year's Eve. The airport seemed quite desolate with so few passengers. All flights are cancelled today due to the weather. My staff are on holiday now, and I have to go on a business trip alone to negotiate a project deal. I finally finished the work in time for New Year's Day, but ended up trapped in the airport. The translation seems a lot better so far. I put down my phone and struggled to rub my frozen hands together, thinking I might have to spend the night here. Beep. A car's horn sounded from behind. I looked back in confusion and saw Victor coming out of the car.
Is your mouth frozen shut?
Is your mouth frozen shut?
Get in.
Get in. Where are we headed? Oh no. Wait, what are you doing here?
Saving you.
Oh my god, saving me. Victor opened the door for me and pushed me onto the car without saying a word. All right. Hey, get back here. Then he got in and we drove off. Soothing piano music played in the car, relaxing me automatically. That sounds nice.
So were you trying to freeze in the snow? Or get hit by a car talking on your phone like that in the middle of the road?
God damn, Victor. Yeah, exactly. That's not important. You haven't answered my question
Your
yet.
flight is canceled, right?
No. Uh-huh.
So what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Get a room in a hotel,
You think you'll be
silly.
able to now?
Maybe. No. I lied. His words got to me, and I let out a whimper. He chuckled. It seems he likes seeing me feel embarrassed. Where are you taking me?
My home.
Of course. I like that better. You're home. You're driving back to Loveland? I would rather sleep at the airport than be stuck for 2 or 3 days on the freeway.
Idiot.
Baka.
My hometown is this way.
So, wait, so by home you mean...
We're going to my father's.
My father's? Oh, his dad. Wait, so I'll get to meet your dad?
So?
So, I thought he had no parents. Victor responded indifferently, as if it was no big deal. Oh my god, it's raining. Oh. I forgot I had posters there. I want to keep the window open, but no, it got really heavy rain again. Bringing a girl home to his parents on Chinese New Year's Eve means my face was turning red. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Maybe I'll stay somewhere else.
That's okay. My nanny likes to adopt alley cats when it rains. My father's used to it.
Wait, did he just... Oh, man, yeah. Ali neck me.
Pretty much.
Oh, boy. He glanced at me and wiped the snow on my hair away, smiling. I stopped talking because I felt so nervous about what was going to happen, but somehow I felt a bit excited, too. Rip. They called us a necko. The car pulled into a large yard with lush trees, with no, I don't even know what that word means, on the gate. I looked around curiously. This is your home?
Yes, my father lives here.
Okay. The courtyard seemed desolate. The vehicle was parked in front of a white 3-floor villa. I followed Victor onto the villa, feeling nervous. This is the first time I visited his home, and I didn't bring any gifts. Wouldn't it seem impolite? I wonder what his father's like. Wow. What a house. The door opened, and we walked onto the hall. The snow was blocked by the door. I could hear the faint sounds of the news broadcast from the TV, along with the fragrance of tea. Victor, are you back? I followed Victor onto the living room. Above the sofa, there was a piece of Chinese calligraphy saying, "Still waters run deep."
Come on, in you go.
Come on, in you go. The man in the living room stood up and looked at me. He possessed the same calmness and majesty that Victor has, and a hint of a smile in his eyes made him even more inscrutable. He doesn't seem as strict as I thought, but not exactly easygoing either. Will Victor be like that when he's 50-something?
This is my father.
Okay. Uh-oh. I just realized I had zoned out. I quickly introduced myself. How are you, Dad? Rip, we screwed up. Victor's father laughed. Shoot, sorry, I misspoke. Sir, I'm Angela. I am an employee at LFG. I got stranded by the weather, so I'm afraid I have to crash here tonight.
She's always like this.
Oh, boy. I'm not. Make yourself at home. Take a seat, my dear. A servant took away my coat and luggage. My face flushed red, and I nodded an apology to Victor's father again before sitting down. Victor took off his coat and sat on the couch as well. So you're rushing out the door, then, just then, was to pick up Angie? Uh-oh.
I went out to buy some wine and picked her up on the way.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know why, but their normal conversation sounds like a political debate on the TV to me. That sounds true. I must be the anonymous beside them. What kind of tea do you like, Angela? Or some other beverage? Thanks, I'll have tea. Victor's father was about to go fetch me the tea. I hurried over to get it myself. I'll get that, thanks. So you work for Victor? Yes, LFG is the investor of my company. That's so. He seemed to be saying, that's all there is to your relationship. Well, yes. But the boss here has helped us a lot and taught me many things about being a boss myself. He probably picks on you a lot, doesn't he? Oh my God, you have no idea. Yes, no, just work. I glanced at Victor for a second. Even your father knows you're a bully. Victor had his unusual stony expression. Noticing my glance, his cool eyes briefly paused on me.
Father, don't you have work to do?
Oh,
When will you
Father.
set off?
Yeah. Victor's father laughed as he heard that. Nothing in particular. I'm in no hurry. Oh, right. It's my first time here. I didn't have time to prepare a gift. I do have some tea I brought from Loveland. I hope you might like it. I actually would like to try it. I took the remaining tea packages I had brought along for clients. Spring Creek Green from Loveland. Brilliant. Hope you enjoy it. I hastily tried to regather all of my bags, big and small. Finally, Victor couldn't stand anymore and came over to help me.
That's quite a lot of gifts you've bought. And
Hey.
are these regional snacks?
Yeah, it's New Year's, and I don't often have the chance to come here, so I bought everyone a gift. One of them is for you.
Really? Show me.
Now? Maybe later? I didn't want his father to see the gift.
Why not now?
Baka. It seemed he wasn't going to let me get away with it. I glanced at Victor's father, who was making a tea, and carefully took out the tie I had brought for Victor. It's this. Victor was stunned. It took me such a long time to pick this out from the souvenir market. It was a red tie with a smiley face patterned with a smiley face tie cuff. What? Oh, ooh, 24K gold. I picked this because I had wanted him to feel what I felt when I received all those gold and wooden camels. So may you always have a smile every day, boss. Ugh. Ha! Angela's quite good at picking gifts. Ha. Victor's father had suddenly joined us in the conversation. I'm flattered. I'm actually not that good.
About what I'd expect.
Damn you, Victor. Victor took the tie without another word.
I have to make a call.
Oh, fuck you. Victor's father and I were left alone in the living room, which made me feel a bit awkward. So, Angela, what does your family do? Whoops, yeah. Well, my parents have passed away, and my father used to run a TV company as well. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's all part of the past. You know, his mom has been away for more than 10 years. Yeah, he seems to miss her very much. He told you about her? Victor's father seemed a bit surprised. He mentions it occasionally. We never talk a lot about it. Thinking of his wife, Victor's father became silent. After a moment, he put down his teacup and looked me in the eyes. Angela, Victor is not much of a talker. I trust you know that already. Whatever feelings he has inside, you'll only hear a tenth of it. I trust you can understand that as well. Oh, yes, I can. But that also means he must have accepted you if he's willing to speak his mind to you like that, you know? That's true. I seem to understand part of it. Some people, they'll stuff their emotions way down inside. They'll only ever trust one person with them in their entire lives. I'm his father, so I know how he is. Anyway, just a couple of words from an old man. You young people could figure it out yourselves. Victor's father smiled. What did he mean by that? Is it what I think it is? The warm tea in my hand was making me feel drowsy. All I could do was nod dizzily. What did he mean by that, huh? Then came the sound of footsteps. Victor walked into the living room and looked at me.
Are you all right? Not feeling well?
Oh no, we're already all right. No, I'm fine.
You've been in the snow for too long. Let's take your temperature.
No, I'm okay. The doorbell rang.
Father, your car is here.
Father? Your car is there. Victor's father put down his teacup and shook his head helplessly. You called Morgan?
The blizzard won't stop until evening. Uncle Morgan and the others are waiting for you to start work.
Uncle? Victor's face was so matter-of-fact, as if everything was quite normal. Alas, well, Angela, I gotta go. I mean, my son is trying to get me away from this house, so you can do so. Okay, please be careful on the road. Victor looked for a thermometer while his father went unto his room, leaving me alone in the living room. After a while, Victor's father came out and stuffed into my hands a thick red envelope, usually used to give a cash gift to someone. Oh, I can't take this. Take it. Take it, my dear. The way Victor's father gave orders, he certainly resembled certain someone. I obeyed and took the red envelope. It's a tradition in this house. You must take it. $10,000. Well, that's quite a family tradition. After Victor's father left, I finally felt a bit relaxed, but Victor still insisted I have my temperature taken. Actually, that's not a bad idea, because you never know. Could get sick. Seeing my temperature was normal, and Victor said nothing. It seemed he didn't see anything wrong with his insistence. Suddenly the doorbell rang again. The maid went to open it. Victor, your father said you brought a girl home? The woman walking in was wearing a plush overcoat. She walked straight over to me with a big smile. Oh, so this is the girl. Hello there. Oh, Victor's aunt. You could call me Aunt Grace.
Aunt Grace, what are you doing here?
I mean, the whole family. Victor's aunt sat beside me and took my hand. What am I doing here? Seriously, oh my. Her hands are frozen. I knew you guys couldn't take good care of her.
You're cold?
No. Victor looked at me as if he wanted to blame me for not telling him I felt cold. No, it's just my hands. Don't worry. You need to eat a little something. Mary, make us some mushroom. Ew, soup. Oh, right. What's your name? Angela. Ah, Angela, that's a nice name. Sounds very lovely. Victor's aunt was being so warm and friendly, I was at a bit of a loss for words. She seemed so sensed my awkwardness and let go of my hand. Am I frightening you, my dear? Perhaps I'm coming on a bit too strong. Victor has never brought a girl home before. Gee, shocker. Oh, really? I looked at Victor in surprise.
What?
What? Huh. No, nothing. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, don't mind how he is. When he was little, he was extremely adorable. Oh, I just remembered his 3rd birthday card. Victor was adorable? Yeah, shocker. Yes, I'll show you the album. What I had in my mind was a small child with the same cold face and a different actually. In that picture, it wasn't. I imagined it for a second. It was quite funny.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Oh, yeah, I see. Nothing. You'll never know.
Someone's walking on air knowing my dad and aunt like her.
Damn you. They like me? Ugh.
What an...
Baka.
It's nice you can admit it.
Rarely did Victor get beaten to the punch. I couldn't help but feel a bit happy. I talked to him and looked at the snowy scenery out the window. Although I didn't expect your family to be like this.
What did you think they would be like?
Like you? Well, if I was going to describe in terms of TV shows, I would say downtown, I don't even know what that means. Life among the elite upper class. That kind of makes sense. The code reserved between family members. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's how the people who have money act like. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah. The entanglements of desire.
What kind of TV do you normally watch?
Never mind, that's not my point. My point is, your father cares a lot about you.
How do you know that?
Because although there seemed to be a slight misunderstanding about something, they've treated me really well. And since it's their first time meeting me, it can only be because of you. It's you who brought me home, so that's why they're so keen to get to know and take care of me. He poured me a glass of wine. As I was about to take it, he pulled it back.
Forgot that you can't drink.
A little bit would be fine. He patted my head and handed me a cup of juice. I realized, why can't we drink? And we're not underage, right? Maybe she just can't handle liquor, alcohol. I reluctantly
I'm not
took
the
it.
only reason.
Okay. What?
You're good enough, and so people like you.
Oh, that's cute. He's right. The light reflected by the snow shone on Victor, making him look much softer than usual. I gazed at him, stunned, and he didn't look away. The room was so silent, and my heart was beating like a drum. He came closer and closer, as if he would found it. Took me quite a while. Ooh. Suddenly, Aunt Grace came back from her search with the album. I felt so embarrassed and turned around at once, about to explain. No, we were... Suddenly, Aunt Grace stopped in her tracks, as if frozen in time. I looked back at Victor, and he slipped his hand gently behind my head. Ooh. I felt a gentle kiss on my eyes. Okay. The snow outside the window was suspended in the air. Uh-oh. It felt so light and warm. Did he stop time? Surrounded by the scent of Victor, I could see a slight movement of his Adam's apple. In a moment, the snow was falling again, and the kiss just now seemed like an illusion. Okay, two things. I think he just used his time to stop things, so obviously because, the snow just doesn't stop midair for a reason. And two, he's blushing. Victor stood up.
You two chat.
Ooh.
I'll go check on dinner.
Oh, he got embarrassed. You bitch, get over here. Did he just pause time? And yes, I don't think you just... Are you fucking serious? You don't just look at the window and see snow stopping mid-air, okay? I looked at his back as he walked away, my ears turning red. Ah, what was that? I think I saw... No, nothing. I felt like my heart was trying to jump out of my chest. Maybe I got it wrong. Am I getting that old? Do I need glasses already? I wonder, now that I think about it, do the parents have evolved powers too? Do they? Never mind. Oh, never mind, Angela. Come on. I'll show you Victor's pictures from childhood. I nodded with a flushed face and sat next to her. Aunt Grace, feeling my eagerness to join her, smiled and held my hand. Before dinner, Aunt Grace secretly gave me a picture of Victor as a child, and I hid it in my pocket. What else is that in your pocket? It's bulge. Oh, what a weird way of saying it. Oh, it's a red envelope from Victor's father. He gave you a red envelope? How much is in it? Should I open it now? Will that be inappropriate? It's okay. We'll just keep it between us. Inside the thick envelope was a stack of 100 and a womb. Oh boy. Put it in by mistake? But Victor's aunt laughed delightedly. No, exactly 10,000. What does it mean? Oh my, are you that slow? I was quite sure now that she and Victor are blood relatives. 1 in 10,000, even better than 1 in 1,000. Now put it back in your bag, little fool. What? 1 in 10,000? Isn't this the kind of gift the parents give to their son's new bride? Oh. My face turned beet red. I was flustered. Well, I can't. Victor and I... Finally getting the picture. I thought I was going to have to tell my brother about you, but turns out he adores you already. Don't worry about what it means. Victor has plenty of money. Just take it. Besides, I will be offended if you don't. Yeah, obviously you have a lot of money. Victor was plenty of money. I almost laughed out loud hearing that. It seemed my only option was to take it for now and give it back to Victor later. Yeah, after staying in Victor's home for a whole day, I felt much closer to his family now. After the dinner, his aunt proposed we played mahjong.
Do you know how to play?
No. We actually pick an answer? It's simple. Let Victor teach you
That may
how.
take a year.
Oh, God. I'm not that stupid.
Really? Come here. Learn the tiles first.
Rip. Okay, he's closer to us again. I immediately came over to Victor and sat by his side.
There are 4 kinds of tiles: wind, dots, bamboo, and characters. The wind tiles include east, south, west, north, red, green, and white.
I am so
Repeat that back.
The wind tiles include east,
And?
south... I've completely forgotten.
Try playing a game first.
Rip. I sat at the table watching Victor shuffling the tiles. We've got a guest today. Why not try something new? Truth or dare, decided by mahjong. The loser will take the dinner to take a drink or tell the truth. Victor's father's back? Okay, fine with me. Without asking me or Victor, the 2 elders decided on the rule. To my surprise, I lost the first game, even though they were just warming up. I glanced at the wine on the table and then looked at Victor. Can I choose?
You know what you're like when you're drunk, don't you?
Oh, so we can drink. We just can't hold it together. I guess I can't unleash that mess in front of Victor's family. I know. I lowered my head and chose the truth. As the loser, I had to wait for Victor's question in fear. Sensing my trepidation, the corners of his mouth rose in a slight smile.
I'm not interested in the secrets of an idiot.
God damn it. I heaved a sigh of relief, Yokata, and smiled at Victor gratefully. Oh, this won't do. No. Right, a rule is a rule. We'll take his place. What? Do you like... Uh-oh. Victor's father elbowed his sister and coughed mildly. Did you like the dinner tonight? Aunt Grace's face was full of regret as she said it. I loved it. There were lots of favorite dishes. Aunt Grace still wanted to say something, but Victor interrupted her.
Question time is over. Start the next game.
Question time is over, Aunt. Aunt Grace looked at Victor resentfully and joined in reshuffling the tiles. I lost another game, and this time the winner was Aunt Grace. I looked at her, awaiting her question. I got to think about it.
Aunt Grace took my turn just now, so I think I'll take this one.
Ooh. All right, think carefully about what you want to ask.
This morning, when the blizzard kicked up, did you think about turning to anyone for help?
Well, yeah, but all my friends and coworkers who live out this way just wouldn't be able to help. I snuck a glance at Victor. I didn't call you because I thought you were in Loveland. I didn't know you lived here. Why do I feel like I need to explain myself?
No matter which city you're in, I will have a means to save you. You don't believe me?
Maybe. Of course I do.
Next time.
Noticing his father and aunt's expressions going flat, Victor paused and
Be
coughed.
sure to tell me when you're in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Next game.
Victor's father made his hand this time. While sipping his Green Creek tea, I lost yet again. Oh my god, are we ever going to win? What's the deal with this family? Are they all mahjong professionals or something? Angela, what do you think? He said. Aunt Grace tittered and gave a thumbs up to her brother. Yeah, my big brother, okay. For a moment, I honestly didn't know what to say. I would say he's domineering, but he also gives me as much freedom to do my job as he can. I would say he's cold and vindictive, but he's helped me out so much. When my company was in crisis, that's true, I guess, he tries to make himself appear indifferent, but without a doubt, I have become a better me with his help. And I've realized, I don't know since when, but I have a special feeling toward him. I looked at Victor earnestly, searching his face for an answer, and got lost in thought in the process.
Is the answer written on my face?
Do I have to tell the truth?
You think I can't tell if you're lying?
Oh my god. All right. I gave Victor a look and made up my mind. You're overbearing, unreasonable most of the time, and sometimes vicious. I observed his reaction as I spoke. Yeah, that's the truth. But I was just joking when I said all of that. Victor was stunned.
Are you an idiot?
Are you an idiot? Calm down. I haven't finished yet. Please, let me finish, okay? That's how you appear on the outside, but you're actually kind and gentle on the inside. You saved me from a blizzard, listened to me spout all my nonsense, and even made me pudding. Thanks for being so nice to me all the time.
Are you being serious?
Yes, of course. You don't believe me?
I suppose it's credible.
God damn it. Next round. I shuffled the tiles in a huff. After a couple of games, I was clear on the rules now. When will it be my turn to win? Now. So we started a new game. It was almost getting light out now, and people had started setting off firecrackers. Victor was on a roll, just blowing everyone else off the water. 8 cracks. He dropped the tile on the table casually and glanced at me. I grabbed it at once and put it in my hand. I'm out. Yes, I finally won. Victor looked at me and smiled weakly. I rubbed my eyes to make sure I wasn't seeing things. Just a fluke. Fuck you. We finally get this image. I was wondering when it was going to appear. Well, I'm the winner. So it's my turn to ask a question. Uh-oh. I looked at him and thought carefully about what I should ask him. Can we have a little bit more funding next year? What? I did not expect that. You heard wrong, Victor. What Angela was trying to ask is, if you have anything you'd like to say from your heart. Victor looked at me. All right, that will do.
I always speak from my heart.
Rip. Oh, who would buy that shit?
Why is that not plausible?
It's coming from you. Ignoring my protest, Victor started shuffling again, and we went to the next game. Soon it was totally light outside. I started to feel so sleepy.
All right, bedtime.
Bedtime.
I'm tired too.
Oh, he's tired. He's human. The elders went back to their rooms, and I lay on the couch in a daze. We were about to get the second pick. Victor came. It is so cute. I can't wait to evolve it. Victor came onto my side. I could smell that refreshing scent of his.
Why didn't you tell me you were sleepy?
Well, why do we need to? Well, we were having fun. I didn't want to spoil
You were
it.
having fun? You lost so many games.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. I did have fun. Your father and Art are so delightful. I love the atmosphere of your family, so laid back and comfortable. It's like all the past year's worries and concerns are far behind me. It's great to spend the New Year's here. Thank you. And thank the red envelope.
You really are easy to satisfy.
Shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. This is the best New Year's Eve I've had in several years. My eyes closed. Oh, my New Year's wasn't good. My eyes closed as I muttered the words. I fell asleep into a warm dream, looking at the dozing girl by his side. Victor suddenly felt like getting closer. Ooh, okay, and closer. He could feel her warm breath. Just then, he heard light footsteps and the click of the door. He smiled as he turned around and saw it was still just the two of them in the room. Ooh, there was something still undone, but they didn't have to be done right now. They would have plenty of time for them in the future. The next time they kiss, he'll have her look at him sincerely, in the eye. Victor stretched out his hand to stroke the girl's hair gently. He gently pinched her cheek, expressing a tenderness and care he had never had before. He let out a smile he could no longer hide, and his eyes were beaming with light. At that moment, the noises outside the window ceased, and the sunlight stopped flickering across the wall. Victor heard his own heartbeat again. It was sounding for the girl. The girl started murmuring, and he pulled back his hand reluctantly. He took off his coat and spread it over the girl after seeing how lightly she was dressed. He looked out of the window and saw a ray of light shine through it, landing on the lively face of the girl. It was the new year, a year that they were entering together. Looking at the girl, he said something gently.
I want to be with you. Always.
I like how he's admitting it when she's obviously not awake. The girl's eyelids flickered and her breathing remained steady. He kept his gaze on the girl, drew closer to her ear, and whispered to her.
Now I've held up my end of the bet. That is what I most wanted to say to you.
Oh, thank you. The girl, having seemingly heard what he just said, turned over, bringing them even closer. The half-asleep girl mumbled something as if in a dream. Victor leaned closer. Happy New Year. Aww. He said he put his coat on her, so I don't see the coat on her anywhere at all. Oh my god, she is dressed lightly. How the hell do you dress like that for winter? Whoa. Surprised she did not end up with a fever. He took her hand gently and closed his eyes. He seemed to fall asleep as well. Oh, this is cute. You don't really see Victor like that or just falling asleep. That doesn't seem like it's him, but it is. After a while, his response is heard.
Same to you. Happy New Year.
Aww. That was so cute. At least it ended off right. Didn't seem like it ended off any different or like it needed more. Everyone went home for New Year's Eve, but I came to the East Coast along to negotiate a major deal, and an unexpected blizzard got me trapped in the airport. Then Victor showed up. He shoved me into his car, and told me this was his hometown. I was both giddy and nervous about meeting his family. Victor's father was but kind. He told me a lot about Victor, so now I understand him better. His aunt's arrival relaxed me. She excitedly showed me photos of Victor when he was a kid. Victor seemed more personable in his home, telling me his family liked him because I'm a nice girl. Suddenly, the snow hung still in the air, and I felt his soft lips under my eyes. We started playing mahjong. after dinner with the rule that the loser must answer a question. Truthfully from the winner. I kept losing while Victor kept winning. I thought the Q&A brought us closer. I fell asleep on the couch from playing all night with Victor next to me. A great start to the new year. That's so cute. I really love it. I'm gonna read all his other dates too. That was adorable, guys. There we go. Wow, that was a lot, but I had a lot of fun doing all of this. So I'm gonna actually make one more video because technically it kind of needs it. That was really fun. I had a wonderful time reading these. I finally got the dates done. Not only I had enough to actually read 3 dates. Now I can't read anymore. I have like 34. I can only read like the second date to something. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this amazing video. I had a lot of fun making this. All of those dates were so cute. I didn't even think I was going to even pull that from the wish tree, but I somehow did. But yeah, I will see you with 2 more vids. 2, one for this and one for Nick.